We're now going to move on to the fourth of the 8 countries who had 2 influencers submitting each to the In Their Eyes competition, and that is Libya. So the submissions from Libya, the first ones, came from a man who's known as Rahalista online. So let's take a look at a little bit of his work.
خلال تنفيذ مشروعها، زكريا شاف إعلان على الفيسبوك بمسابقة ممولة من منظمة إكسبرتيز فرانس الأوروبية. المسابقة هذه لدعم مشاريع رواد الأعمال الليبيين.
وقدمت عليها.
وفعلا اختاروه، دربوا معاهم كيف يخلي مشروعه ينجح، وحصل منهم دعم مالي لمشروعه. رحاب شافت إعلان لمنظمة دايرة مسابقة لرائدات الأعمال في ليبيا بدعم من الاتحاد الأوروبي، وقدمت عليها. وخلال المسابقة اختاروا 30 مشروع في ليبيا كأفضل مشاريع تستحق الدعم والمتابعة، ومشروع رحاب كان منهم.
So that was a short introduction to Rahalista. We'll be speaking to him shortly down the line. And now let's take a look a little bit for the second set of submissions from the influencers from Libya. And that was from Mohammed Zaid. Let's take a look at his video.
جنزور كودينج أكاديمي بالنسبة لي أنا كان مليح حلبة في ضي ونت وتعلم ومتعة بدعم من الاتحاد الأوروبي. ليبوس أو المدرسة الليبية لريادة الأعمال، مشروع مدعوم من الاتحاد الأوروبي خلقنا فرصة سهلة جدا من خلالها نقدر نتعلم مهارات ريادة الأعمال اللي حتعطينا نتيجة حقيقية تساعدنا أن نقدر نخلق مشروع أو بزنس ممكن يساعدنا أن نخلق أمان اقتصادي بالنسبة لنا ونساهم في بناء مجتمع.
الريق بقى التلفزيون في كيف التلفزيون في منطقتي في حياتي كلها عرفت نتعرف عليها بناس تريح نفسيا حتى ما نتقابل معاهم وكل حاجة عرفت.
So that was a short introduction to the 2 influencers from Libya, who I hope are going to be able to join us. I understand we have Rahalista online, and we also have Nadim Karkutli, who's the Deputy Head of Delegation of the European Union to Libya. So perhaps we can start with you, Mr. Karkutli, to induct both of our influencers from Libya to becoming goodwill ambassadors to the European Union.
Yes, good morning. I hope you can hear me well. Well, first of all, thank you. And I start with thanking both Mohammed Assilini Rahalista and Mohammed Zayed, not only for their good work that we just saw, which I find extremely professional and appealing and very good in getting across the impressions from inside Libya, from people inside Libya. It's very difficult to get these impressions yourself because it's very difficult to travel to Libya. So very important, very good work. But I'm equally, if not more, grateful for them to accept being nominated as goodwill ambassadors of the EU or as part of this campaign In Their Eyes. So thank you for that. I have to say personally, I feel honored that we are able to make this direct connection with young people in Libya, young people like you, Rahalista and Mohammed, and especially through you with all the young people in Libya that have clicked your videos and have looked at them, and 500,000 views I saw in the video right now. That's quite a lot, and it shows the power of visual imaging and talking to people through social media, that despite the difficult situation in Libya, we may not have had some years ago when I started my career. This doesn't exist. So extremely appealing, extremely important. To say a few words, I watched all the videos myself this morning, and I found them extremely well made. They have different styles, both Mohammed Salini and Mohammed Zayed. One is perhaps more journalistic and really professional in that respect. The other style is perhaps more like we know it from young influencers in America or Europe or in Asia, but both very direct, appealing. You really listen. You look at the screen, and it's really something that grabs your attention. So thank you for that. Very well done. What does it mean, very briefly, to be a goodwill ambassador of the European Union? Usually, goodwill ambassadors for UNICEF or other international organizations are big VIPs, of course, to help fundraising for these organizations. I think in our case, this is different. We don't need to fundraise. We are actually trying to use the funding we have that comes from Europe's taxpayers in the best possible way to make change for the good. And we don't need necessarily VIPs. We need especially people like Mohammed Salini and Mohammed Zayed. Why? Because this is not meant to be just promotion of the European Union. Being a goodwill ambassador in that sense, you could relate to identifying yourself with the values that we as the EU have in our constitution, our Lisbon Treaty, the values of freedom, of justice, and the respect for human rights. And I think these are important issues in Libya. And in particular, if you're an influencer in social media, being a good example for telling the truth, and making good coverage, whether it's on all issues of life. And by this way, being an example against hate speech and incitement, things that we've seen and are seeing on Libyan social media quite a lot, very dangerous for activists, physically dangerous for journalists, for other people in Libya that want to tell the truth. So I think just with your own example, you show that things can be different, and social media can really be a platform to tell the truth and show good examples. Thank you very much. Am I supposed to show the...
Please do, yeah, raise the certificates. Yes.
I'm trying to do this. First of all, I hereby, of course, congratulate Mohammed Salini.
You got it. That's enough, we saw it. Yeah.
Mohammed Salini, congratulations for becoming a goodwill ambassador. And also Mohammed Zayed, congratulations for becoming a goodwill ambassador of the European Union. Thank you so much for accepting this. We're really proud. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Kakudli, who's the deputy head of the delegation of the European Union to Libya. So let's start with you, Rahalista. Why did you choose the specific aspects of the videos that you chose? They were about sort of entrepreneurship and technical projects that the EU is funding in Libya. Why did you choose it, and why did you choose to produce the videos in the way you did?
Hello, Jacques. I would like to give thanks first for the honorary title, and to thank Mr. Nadim for his amazing speech, eye-opening, especially regarding the responsibilities of the goodwill ambassadors. And I'm very grateful to be in here for this opportunity. Regarding why choosing the entrepreneurship projects, I decided to choose these two projects because I think Libya now is in very need for the youth to be proactive, to start doing something, and the entrepreneurship part is very essential right now in Libya. So this is why I wanted to showcase example of human side of these projects, to share and to show that these people can be anybody. Anybody who's watching this can be in this place.
It was really interesting, Rahalista, the way you put your videos. They're really fast-paced and sort of cheeky ways of doing it, but actually they're really serious issues. And I'm a reporter here in Brussels. As we heard from the deputy head of the delegation, a lot of the stuff that we hear coming out of Libya is not always so, positive and bright. So it was really lovely to see your videos bringing that element of it. What do you hope to do with your position of Goodwill Ambassador to the European Union? What are you going to add as that badge on your platform?
Yes, I would like to work hand in hand with the European Union as much as possible to show the opportunities for the youth, for the Libyan people, and also to give a good representation of our people, of the Libyans, that Libyans can be hard workers, Libyan can be as much as positive as anybody in the world.
Yeah, I think it's a really important message at the moment, and we all know that the youth in any sort of difficult times are the ones that are really, really vital. I'll come back to you, Rahalista. What other sort of influences did you take to put together your videos? Because yours are quite highly produced as well. They take quite a long time to put together. What would you advise other influencers, other young people in Libya who might want to follow in your footsteps?
Yes. First, I would like to say that it was very challenging to produce these videos because it's my first time to do such a thing from a long distance. Because I wasn't in Libya at the time, I was traveling, and because of COVID-19, I was stuck outside. So it was very challenging, and I decided to make the plan for the videos and to prepare the script for them, to plan the shooting, and to cooperate with filmmakers in Libya. And I want to say hi to them right now and thank them for being part of the success of these two videos. I think to answer your question, what do I recommend to people who are working on such videos is to make them as captivating as possible and to give a reason for the viewer to watch the video. Because why a random person scrolling on social media, if they see such a video pop up in front of them, why would they give them their time? Because time is the most precious thing we have. Why would you stop and watch this video? It needs to be captivating. It needs to be to the point and to give value to the watcher, to the viewer.
Yeah, I think you really encapsulated that as well with those videos, and it looked like a lot of work went into them. So thank you so much to the deputy head of the delegation, and to Rahalista, and to Mohammed, who wasn't unfortunately able to connect with us.